Good day everyone, my name is Johann Paul Gregory and I'm the author of the Overcome Tough Times book and also a real estate trainer in Malaysia. Okay, a group of agents during my training they asked me this question and I given the answer and I hope that you find this useful. Okay, I asked them what are the challenges that you're facing. Okay, they said number one, Mr. Johann, owner change mind. True or not? Of course lah, normal right? Owner want to get the highest price right possible right? So how to solve it, Johan? Simple. Sign the form or the authorization to sell, right? And make sure that when you sign the form and they have to follow the form, they always fall back on the form. Do not base on verbal agreement. Okay. Second one, Mr. Johan. My buyer got loan problem. Of course got loan problem lah, my dear friends. We know that the banks are not lending fast enough, or actually the bank already lend a lot of money. Alright, 85% is for debt, but a good debt for property, right? So you must check the budget. Sell a property that they can afford it. For example, developers now are launching projects that is 300,000 and below, or sometimes it could be 500,000 and below, but smaller units, a lot of units. I repeat, smaller sizes of units, but a lot of units. There are one up to 4,000 over units with 300,000. Okay, ringgit. Okay, number three, Johan, buyer sabotage, FFK in Chinese they call it Fang Fei Kei, Fang Fei Kei, I think so. So I said what's Fang Fei Kei? Sabotage, right? What do you mean by buyer sabotage? Buyer subsequently after that don't want to buy. Of course, there are this type of buyers also. So what to do? Make sure you show the property that's within their budget and show the property that they're willing to buy. So that's why before you meet your buyer, always ask questions. Don't just say they want to review a property, I saw this thing straight away, you go in jalan and show the property. I don't do that. So what I do is that I ask a lot of questions. Is it for own stay or for investment? For investment, I always advise them at this moment during these tough times, or maybe in future also, your installment will not be your rental will not be able to cover installment. So are you okay with that? Right? Gone are the days that many years ago your rental can cover the installment. I'm talking about 500,000 above. Of course, I understand that 100,000 or 200,000 below, you still can get it. That means you can get a positive cash flow. That's smaller properties. Okay, so it's up to you which property that you want to sell. Number four, Mr. Johan, buyer don't have the 3% down payment or the earnest deposit. My dear friends, if buyer don't have earnest deposit, how to buy lah? Right? That means it's beyond their budget. So don't sell to them this particular property, because after 3 months, after 6 months, they cannot afford to pay. It's no good. Then they go for auction and they lose money. So what you need to do, maybe ask them if they cannot afford right now, they will go for rental first. They rent the place first. If they like the place, they rent it. Have a feel of that area, have a feel of that condominium, or have a feel of the house. Then save some money. You know, when you as an employee, let's say you're working as an employee, you get your bonus, you save it lah. Don't spend everything. Okay. So, but if you don't have a bonus, if you're an entrepreneur, of course, easier for you, right? But initially it's tough, right? Okay. Number five, buyer just survey, Mr. Johan. Survey, they come and see your properties. Yeah lah. I already told you, like, as a real estate agent, you're not a tour guide. I repeat, as a real estate agent or real estate negotiator, you are not a tour guide. What do you mean by tour guide? Tour guide means go and show lah, open door, close door, go and show the viewing. Hello, we are here to close deals, true or not? If we are here to close deal, we must know who are our customers and we must know what are the products. Okay? So, but we are not a tour guide. So, don't worry about those buyers survey. Come for my training, I will help you to identify those who are serious and those who are surveying. Number six, Johan, the timing is not right. My dear friends, in property, when is a good timing? If buying for own stay, that time is always a good time, because you're buying for own stay. You're not speculating. You're not doing investment. You need a place to stay. For example, a newly married couple, they need a place to stay. So when is the right timing? Of course, this is the right timing. If you're married, you need a shelter. Unless you can stay with your parents, then no problem, right? If you cannot afford it, don't buy a property that beyond your capability as husband and wife. So you stay in a smaller area, or you stay in or you can rent first. Then subsequently, you can buy the property. It's okay. All right. You don't worry about what people tell you. So timing is always right. Okay. Number seven. Buyer not interested. Of course lah, buyer not interested, especially tough times. Which buyer interested? Okay, So you got to create the interest. How to create the interest? Example, you can talk about investment. All right. For example, investment. Why is it a good investment? You said You said the rental cannot cover the installment. My dear friends, if you put your money in the bank, how many percent do you get FD? Let's say FD. FD is 3 point something percent. If depending on your rate, depending on the bank. All right. If you put in savings, it's only 1%. Hello. You put in property, on average, Malaysian property for the last 20 years increased by 6%. I'm saying on average only 6%. Of course, the last 3 years at night it was peaked so high, and the last 2 years it dropped. All right, but depending on location and depending on the type of property also, we are talking about whole of Malaysia on average. Okay, so but property investment is a hedge against inflation, right? And why not interested for own stay? Of course, for own stay, some of them are very choosy, right? They cannot afford, but they want bigger property and they want in city area. Banji ko tuate. That means cheap, at the same time you want bigger unit. Cannot lah, my dear friends. Of course, not interested lah. So as an agent, you must identify which property that they like the most. They like one thing. They may look at the budget. If they're not interested in the smaller property or the lousy property or the maybe slightly old property, then what to do? You increase your budget or you increase your income. How to increase income, Mr. Johan? Join real estate lah. How to increase income? Correct right? They always don't complain, don't give alasan. Jangan bagi alasan. My kong lah, kecoh lah, right? Okay, let's go and do it lah. Okay, these are the 7 challenges. I recap: owner change mind, loan problem, buyer sabotage or fang poi ke, FFK. Buyer do have 3% earnest deposit, buyer survey only, wrong timing, buyer not interested. Okay, so I hope this short little video clip will be useful for you, and definitely be useful if you apply it, and you will definitely close a lot of deals. Okay, take care and God bless you. Bye bye.